Hello everyone, this is Ramon with Porterfield's Flowers here in Topeka, Kansas. And today I asked a few of you to tune in because I was going to do a class on a candelabra that I was going to put together for my server. However, I decided that because the door is the first chance that you get to impress your guests and your family, and our guests are customers, then I would start with the door in this series of videos that I'm going to do tutorials and DIYs. I was gonna do a wreath, but at the store we have a really good amount of wreaths already made. All of our wreaths are custom made, and there's not two that are the same because they're all made by hand and with different materials. So, but for my house, I decided I wanted to do something different. So I thought I would do a swag, and using all materials that I purchased at Porterfield's throughout the years, and some of the ones that we got this year. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that here in the door I have this stick hanging, which is gonna be the base of my swag. And I went ahead and put a wire on the back. I taped a wire and I put it in there. I measured first to make sure that that would not hit the top of the door when I hang it. So if I put it down, it's gonna go down a ways down, but it's not gonna hit the door. So I'm gonna take that out of there because I'm gonna need it. And I'm gonna start by showing you a trick that we use at Porterfield's Flowers. And it's not so much a trick, but as much as a lifesaver, which is our zip ties. If you can see right here, I zip tie the wire to the back, and especially during Christmas, those little things are lifesavers. David would testify for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start by grabbing some of the foliage that I got at our store. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang one down, and if you see there's a stem that that almost matches the other ones, don't worry about it. And here I'm gonna measure how far down I want it to go, and on this one I want the sticks to show on the bottom, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the first, like about half a foot from the bottom, and I'm just gonna grab to where the wire is because that's gonna be our center right there. So I'm gonna stagger a second one up to the left. If your wires go above that branch, at the end we're gonna trim them because we don't want anything to go above the main branch. And then we're gonna stagger another one over here to the right. And I'm going to add another one to the top. And everything I'm hanging on to on the middle of the swag. So that's a little long, okay. Then what I'm gonna do is what I like on my wreaths and swags, and especially at Porterfield's, we like to mix greeneries and foliages, especially during fall. When the trees start turning, they're all not orange or red. There's some green, there's some orange, there's some red, there's some yellow. So what we do is we add different colors of foliage. So I'm gonna add one to the top right here, and then I'm gonna add one to the bottom right here. And like I said, keep in notice that I'm hanging on to everything in the middle as I work with my swag. And then I have this grape swag that I got at Porterfield's last year, and actually I cut into pieces. And what I do here at my house is I don't like to glue anything. I usually wire or zip tie. The reason why is because at the end of the season, you can put it apart and store it, and who knows, this little piece you might use next year in some other area of your home. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one right here. And usually when I do this kind of work, I do one on the top and then I go to the bottom, because what's going on down here, it has to reflect up here. And keep in mind that this doesn't have to be also as full as the bottom, because most of the drama goes in the bottom. So we're gonna add one here, and always leave wire enough, because at the end when we zip tie it, you have to hang on to all of that. And then I'm gonna do one to the side over here. And then I'm gonna add a different foliage, which is a magnolia foliage, and I'm just gonna do a few because they're a bigger leaf. So I'm gonna add one to the top. I'm gonna add a long one on the bottom, one to the right, and one to the left. As you can see, it's filling in. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie it because I wanna add the flowers next, and I just wanna make sure that I secure it. Sorry, I covered my face with the spray. Zip ties are lifesavers, like I said. We discovered them a few years ago while working for Christmas decorating. We usually use tape wire, but that got really expensive and also hurts your fingers really bad. So. Okay, so I'm gonna pull on it and just tight as you can so it stays there. And like I said, keep in mind, I tied it where the wire is. That's our center. David always likes to refer to it as a core, and keep in mind that when a tree is branching out, there's always a core that is in the middle, and then everything radiates from there. And so it's the same with any bouquet that we do at the store, any wreath, any flower arrangement. It's always had a core, and it always radiates from the center. So far so good. Right here, we're missing something that's really narrow to where it's full on the bottom and full on the top. So that's where we're gonna add our flowers. And because we're in Kansas, I'm gonna do sunflowers. I've been decorating my house for fall, and my theme this year is sunflowers with a touch of pumpkins and stuff. So I'm gonna do one on the top, and then I'm gonna do a long one on the bottom. As I said, remember to keep enough space for you to hang on to it, because we're gonna zip tie it. And then I'm gonna do one in the middle, right here, and another one in the middle. And now I want to mention another thing is, once you do right here, like this one's pointing to the right, the next one, it needs to point to the left. Like you can see, there's one on the right, or yeah, one on the left, one on the right, one on the right, one on the left. And then we're gonna put one right in the middle of it all. And then I have a few buds that I'm gonna add also to the middle. And this one I'm gonna insert going up. So there you go. And then also, when you have your flowers, and if you're facing them down, make sure that you pull that from the head of the flower and then face it up. That way you get the full view of the flower. Okay, now to fill in the gaps, like I don't know if you guys can see, but right here and right here I have a gap. Well, you use some of your bigger leaves, like this magnolia right here. So I'm gonna cover some of the gaps with that. It's really easy. I mean, I sort of got, if I can do it, you guys can too. All right, I have one here, one more, and one more here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a third zip tie just to secure all of it, to make sure that it doesn't come apart. Now this one's gonna be a trick because it got really fat in the middle, so I'm gonna have to really skip some branches, but make sure you have all of your product secured in there. I want to take a second to thank some of you guys who have stopped at the store and pay such nice compliments and tell me that you follow, whether it's my blog or my work at the store or Facebook. I just want to tell you guys I really do appreciate it. It really makes my day when I hear something like that, because I love what I do and I really want to continue doing this for years to come. And so when somebody tells you you're doing a good job doing what you love to do, I mean, I have to pay my bills, so I kind of have to have a paycheck. But if I didn't have to, I guarantee I would do it just to do it because I love it. So I'm blessed and fortunate to have the job that I have and the boss that I have who lets us do and create. Okay, that's secure right there. Okay, so there's still gaps right here. So what I'm gonna do, and which is gonna be like the fun part for me, is I have this burlap ribbon that I'm gonna go ahead and hang it because I'm gonna have to tie this. I have some burlap ribbon. I have about 4 yards, and what I did is I cut it into 2 yards, and I did a loop. And I could have done a bow because I want to put them in different areas, and I went ahead and cut them. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie them, and I'm gonna use that as the stem of it to go ahead and place it where I need it. Okay, there's one. And here's another one. Alright. And like I said, I'm going to use this little stem part, this plastic part that I have left, and I'm going to go ahead and insert that. Let me see if I can put this out of here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add weave it in. These zip ties have a point that you can really insert. It's kind of like a needle when it comes down to this on the work. I'm going to put one there. And then the other one I'm going to put here. If I can. Sometimes once it gets really full, it really gets tricky, but keep trying. Like David says, be smarter than the ribbon. And so that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna use a fourth, I think this might be my fourth zip tie. I'm telling you, we'll buy them at the store. We're gonna use them a lot. I also want to take a minute right now to invite you guys to come and look at the store. I know it's a little early for fall, but to me, once the kids go back to school, basically it's fall and it's a little hot right now, but the store looks gorgeous. We spent a whole week decorating for fall, and we have a really great Halloween display, and we're going to be talking about that later. Right now it's just the beginning of August, so we're not going to worry about that. All right, so here's our bow. There we go. And the one thing that I do want to talk about, not as a designer at Porterfield, nothing makes us cringe more than when we see a pretty piece that has ribbon in it and it has flat ends at the bottom of the ribbon. That's a big no-no. So go ahead and butterfly those ends, dovetail what they say, and then also make sure that you have different heights. There's nothing worse than seeing two ribbon tails the same height. That's not cute. So we're gonna do that. Two on the top. Let me see what's I'm gonna do that one. And we're about done. If you guys have any questions, feel free to write them down on the comment box over there. If you think I should do this again with a different theme or a different item, let me know. I would love to hear if you guys have any questions or like to see anything done. So here is our swag. Oh, I just pulled that one. Oh, here we go. And here we go. Okay, so I have one last sunflower, and I always keep one at the end, and I want to put it right in the center of the bow right there. So this is it, you guys. It's real easy. Go ahead, make sure that you weave the ribbon. You don't want to see it, like I said, all of it at the same height. So you go ahead and put one on the back, weave it through the back. Another one from over here. It's just a flopping. There we go. So I hope you guys liked it. I want to invite you to share this video once it's posted to Facebook. I thought it was pretty fun and quick. I can continue doing this. Like I said, if you guys have a particular area of the house or a particular project that we like to, for us, one of the designers at the store do, please feel free to tell me. I know sometimes it's really hard to understand with my accent, so be patient. I'm working on it. But this is our swag, and like I said, please feel free to share this video with your Facebook friends and spread the word. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.